So we're live here in San Francisco's Haight-Ashbury, just outside of Golden Gate Park. And this building behind me is the city's newest affordable housing project. For years, this land that I'm standing on used to be a McDonald's that soon became a drug haven. But today, it is now a 160-unit building. And along Market Street today, crews also touting a $140 million project to build an artist housing hub. It will provide close to 100 affordable homes for artists, including studios and 2-bedroom homes. The city says each of these homes will go to households who earn up to 80% of San Francisco's median income.
I know what happens when artists can stay here. They don't simply perform, they teach, they mentor, they collaborate, and they become part of the fabric of a neighborhood.
And as the city races to meet a state-imposed deadline, San Francisco is also conducting a survey as a part of a plan to double the number of historic buildings in the city. And as Kevin Cove reports, that has developers worried that could cause the city to lose momentum in building affordable housing projects like this one behind me.
Dan is keeping a close eye on his latest housing project in the Castro.
New cabinetry, new shower stall.
He's the founder of Trinity Building Company, which specializes in housing development and construction. It's based in San Francisco, where the city is in a state-mandated race to build more housing.
Bathrooms have been updated.
State law requires San Francisco to permit about 82,000 new homes by 2031. But now, the city plans to double the number of landmarks by 2030, which would shield designated buildings and properties from state law. Developers like Dan aren't happy. He and many peers believe it would further decrease the already limited pool of homes available for development. For him, it could hurt his business. But on a broader scale, Dan worries it adds more layers to a housing crisis that many argue needs less red tape.
You just have to consider these modifications to these 30, 40-year-old planning codes, that are hindering building at the level of 82,000 units by 2031.
A few years ago, the state worked with UC Berkeley to publish this report, which concluded San Francisco local law creates a procedural maze for housing entitlement through both zoning and aesthetic regulation. In San Francisco, the procedural maze is one with walls that move. The report found San Francisco was an outlier in significantly slowing down its own housing construction via local regulations. Developers like Dan believe the city's historic landmarking push will continue holding San Francisco back. But Supervisor Raphael Mandelman, who is standing behind the expansion with Mayor Daniel Lurie, says there is a middle ground.
We should do both. We need lots more units with the ability to accommodate, tens or hundreds of thousands more people. At the same time, we need to protect what makes San Francisco a wonderful city in the first place, and some of that is our history. It doesn't mean you can't do anything to it. It just means that there's some discretion for the city after that point in shaping what is done on that property. For me, that's important.
For developers like Dan, that discretion could mean more delays and uncertainty for them and their clients. Or, in other words, a procedural maze with walls that move.
So, Liz, when I talked to Mayor Daniel Lurie about this issue, he says that in a lot of neighborhoods, a lot of people will say, ooh, we do want housing, but we just don't want it in our neighborhoods. And he says that is a fight that he's willing and hoping to change here in San Francisco.